On this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yeah, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Take it Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? It is a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. It is feeling very springy out there, and I'm excited for the day. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. But if you let Jules tell it, it is your daily cup of information, motivation, inspiration, celebration. Any word ends with the shun, that's what it is for today. But listen, we've been talking about content. We've been talking about content for almost 2 weeks. And so today's no different. We're going to still talk about content. But remember, yesterday I said I was going to share my screen. And so today I'm going to be sharing my screen. And I will be using you all as examples to generate some responses in ChatGPT to help you shake some ideas out your head, to help you create some strategy and some content ideas so that you can start getting the ball rolling, so you can start connecting to your ideal audience, your target customers. So let's check and see what's popping in the chat. Good morning, everybody. I want to get to it because I know every time we share the screen, it usually go long. So I want to make sure, we're going to cut everything in the beginning so we can get right to it, okay? So first up in the building, we have Latrice of Heartbeat Candles, ATL. I, on the other hand, call her cousin, but here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on Earth's in the building. Good morning. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois is in the building. Miss Lois said, good morning, everyone. I'm blessed. Yes, and yes. Y'all make sure y'all go on ahead and share this video out. And if you don't see somebody who's usually here, go on ahead and tag them and tell them bring their behinds on over here. Good morning, Melly Mel. Melly Mel is in the building. Good morning. Good morning, Larry. I saw your candles on Jules live this morning. Good morning. It's looking good. How we doing, Yolanda? Yolanda's in the building. Yolanda said, good morning, family. Good morning, girl. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. How you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Melissa. Melissa's in the building. Melissa said, good morning, everyone. And she is blessed. Yes, and yes. Good morning. Good morning, Martini. Martini's in the building. She said, good morning. And it is early for her over there on the West Coast. So good morning. Good morning, Christina. Christina said, good morning. How's everybody doing this amazing morning? Okay. So we've been talking about creating the content that you're posting with a purpose, creating content that's going to connect, creating content with intent. And so today we are going to dive deeper into that. And I'm going to be using ChatGPT to help shake some clarity out, to help you get some ideas on things that you can post. And I do want to say kudos to Melly Mel because I'm seeing a lot of her soap cutting videos and stuff like that. So kudos to you, Melly Mel. I see you out here doing the thing. All right. So let's get into anybody would like. Well, I have two members right now that I see in the chat. So if Martini or Yolanda, if one of you would like to be my example on content that's connecting, let me know in the chat and I will bring you up. And I want to know, if put some ones in the chat, are you enjoying the content segment so far? One's in the chat if you are. Two is, and Nikki, it's okay. I don't really need content ideas, or I don't really need this segment. Let me know in the chat. Be honest. Be honest. That's what we're here for. Full transparency. Be all of that. Be it. Be it. Good. Let me see. Good morning, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's in the building. She said, good morning, lovelies. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cousin said, I hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Hey, let's get it. Let's go. Gotta go. I'm going to try to sneak back on. Okay, I know you at work. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Good morning, Damien. Damien's in the building. Damien said, good morning, everyone. Let's get it, let's go. You can do my page. You gotta be, this is what we're doing now. This is the new thing, is that I will do everybody's page, but you have to be a member. You have to be a member, because I got to drive the traffic to my membership. All right, so let's get it, let's go. All right, so we got Jules, the Princess of Ghana, the fabulous HBIC of BCMC and BCMC University, the glitter, the glam, the story, the man, excuse me, not the man, the woman, the myth, the legend, Jules. Every time I add on something else, I'm just crazy with it. The legend, Jules. Good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower and blue. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You can use me as a case study. Hey, let's get it, let's go, and I will. Right? Not the man. I was like, wait a minute, not the man. Listen, it's the coffee, girl. The coffee got me amped up. The coffee got me amped up. All right, so I am going to use a prompt. And so I want to ask you, I want to ask everybody first before we get into Martini. Is this helping you with clarity? Is this helping you with clarity? Say yes or no. Is it helping you with clarity? Come on, voice and dance moves. You better tell it, girl. We can use me. I will use everybody in the chat, but you have to be a member. You have to become a member. You better thank a union member. You better thank a union member. You got to join the YouTube BBU community. You have to. You have to. Is this helping you get some clarity on your content? And I want to know too, are you getting any results? Because this is what it's all about, right? Are you getting any results? Do you feel like you're speaking to your audience? Do you feel like now you know how to speak to your audience? Do you feel like now you can ask for the sale and it's actually going to convert into a sale? Do you feel like that's what's going on right now? Or do you even feel like you have more, you feel more comfortable with your content or posting your content? Because I know a lot of us post and we post just to post and we don't post with intention. So, are you feeling like you're getting somewhere with your content now? It's not so much a struggle. Let me know in the chat. All right, so Martini, I'm going to ask you a few things. I'm going to write it down so I could put it in. Okay, so Martini, what are your struggles with content? What are your struggles with content? And I want everybody to put in the chat, what do you struggle with in your content? Because what I'm doing right now, you will be able to also do. So what do you struggle with in your content? And if you have the opportunity to write this down, write it down. Moamo. Can't do call. Consistency is a struggle. Yes, consistency is the struggle. And one thing I want to say, if we know that consistency is one of the things that we struggle with, we want to make sure that we schedule out the consistency. What do I mean by schedule out the consistency? Is if you know that you want to post every day at 9 o'clock, then that means one day you create, or later in the evening or in the morning, whenever you have a moment, start scheduling out that every post that you want to do at 9 a.m. If you want to post at noon, schedule out every post you want to do at noon. Don't do your post at 11:15. Don't do your post at 11:45. If you know that you want to post at 12 o'clock, make sure you do it earlier. Do it in the morning, do it in the evening for the week that you have ahead so that you can schedule out your consistency. Okay, so Martini says she struggles with consistency and products and use. Okay, and so what do you want your content to do? So we know that content should do 4 things. What's the 4 things that content should do? You could just throw one out and hopefully the other people will grab one of the others, right? So what's one of the things that what's 4 of the things that your content should do? What are 4 of the things that your content should do? Put it in the chat. All right. Jules said, I've been scheduling like crazy. I know that's right, because it's crazy over there where you are at. The HISD. It's crazy over there. So I know you have to schedule it or you won't ever get to post, because by the time you leave work, you're exhausted. So I'm glad that you are doing that, sis. Variety of content and wanting to post what I enjoy creating. Okay, so you want to post variety of content. And you only want to post. So is that a struggle? Only wanting to post what you enjoy? Let me know. Okay. Consistency, connect, that's 1. Engage, that's 2. Come on. There's 4 things that your content should do, or you should pick one of the things of these 4 that your content should do. But what are the 4? Connect is 1. Engage is another. It's 2 more. That's the struggle. Okay. Got you. Let's go. It's 2 more. Your content should have a purpose. What's the purpose? You wanted to connect, that's 1. You wanted to engage, that's 2. You wanted to educate, that's 3. 1 more. You're going to connect, engage, educate, and this is the big one. This is the big one. Call to action is part of, what you wanted to do, but there's 4 keys. 4 keys. Come on, close the deal. Close the deal. It is to connect, educate, sell, and grow. You want to connect, educate, sell, and grow. Okay? Those are the things that you want to do. So engage, connect, same, right? So those are the things that you want to do. So you got to figure out, what is it that you want to do with this piece of content? Is this piece of content for me to educate my audience? Is this piece of content, am I creating this to engage and connect with my audience? Is this piece of content going to help me grow my following? Is this piece of information going to help me sell products? What is this content's purpose? So we have to create our content with a purpose. I want everybody to put in the chat, create with purpose. Create with purpose. Create with purpose. All right, so I am going to take Martini's and I am going to plug her into Chat GPT. And I created a space that I said I wanted to make sure that each business is going to be different. All right, so let me see. All right, I'm struggling to create, and I may just do. Let me share my screen so I could so I could read the chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can you share? Can you see my screen? One's in the chat if you can see my screen. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so I'm struggling to create content consistently, and I'm struggling to create content consistently. Also struggling with how to showcase my products in use in a way that my audience will know, like, and trust me. I'm just going to keep going with the variety of content, and struggle with only posting content that I enjoy making. I am also struggling. Don't worry about this, it'll fix it. I'm also struggling with creating content that connects to my target audience and lead to real engagement or sales. I need help building a simple content strategy focus on what to post, why I'm posting it, and how to make each post serve a purpose. What is the identify my content goals to grow, connect, and sell. Create a content plan that aligns with my goals. This is all of the things that I wanted to do, right? Identify my content goals, grow, connect, sell, educate, sell, create a content plan that aligns with goals, craft post ideas that speak directly to my audience pain points and desires, use language that sounds like me. Okay, so let's get into here. Craft post ideas that speak directly to my audience pain points. So, Martini, what is your audience pain points? What are your audience pain points? What do they struggle with? They struggle with finding peace, finding calm. I know there's duality, but tell me what you are. I want to use your words. What is your audience struggling with? Let me know in the chat. Your audience struggles with what? And we want to grow, and we want to do all of these things. We want content goals are two. We're going to do all of these. Grow, connect, and sell. Create a content plan that aligns with those goals. Craft post ideas that speak directly to my audience of women who. All right, I'll wait for you, Martini. Let me know. Women who, okay, use a language that sounds like me. You are, sounds like me. I am me. I love to tell stories and speak in a soft, peaceful tone. Let me see. They struggle with seeing the value. Okay. Speak to my audience of women who pain points. Struggle with my audience of women who struggles to see the value. Struggles to see the value of the season. This won't let me copy and paste. I wish it would. Of the value of the season. Of the season. Weather. A season of flourishing or stillness. Come on, words. Stillness, use the language. Is this language good? I love to tell stories and speak in a soft, peaceful tone. Does that sound right? Let me know if you want me to change it. Let me know. In a peaceful tone. Also, that I too struggle with my duality of my softness and my what's the word? Messiness. I'm gonna say messiness. Let me know and I'll fix it. Include a mix of post types, reels, carousels, etc. That's fine. Include suggested captions with strong calls to action. Add SEO keywords and relevant hashtags that will help my content get discovered. My brand is Moamo. What is it? Moamo Candle Co. I help women, serene, woman, poetic. Okay, so let me know what you help women do, and tell me about the Oasis too. I know we've done it before, but just tell me one more time. And I want you all to take note and see how, the things that I'm adding to Chat GPT, because we don't give it enough detail when we use it. So I want you to actually see that if you give Chat GPT enough information about where, what your struggles are and what you're trying to get out of it, you'll get better responses as opposed to just the regular generic responses. All right. So serene, warm. We go back to her tone. In a serene, warm, and poetic tone. Help women. Okay, I'll wait for that. I call my community muses, and they are a part of the Muses Circle. All right, let me see what you said. You help women what, Martine? I want my content to feel like, and I'm going to put it here too, serene, otherworldly, and an escape. Okay, let me see what you said. Help women find a way back to themselves by connecting the art of storytelling and fragrance. Oh, and you know what else? I'm going to put some up here somewhere. I'm going to say include a mix. Okay. Also add some DIYs to help them connect to themselves, and ideas for freebies to sign up for my email list and or respond to my content, right? Because that's what we want. Okay. I'm missing a word, but I think you're still typing, so I'll type this part in here. Okay, so I help women find a way back to themselves by connecting the art of storytelling and fragrance. Let me see if we got the rest. Okay. All right. Let me see what else. Okay. Okay, my brand is Mawamo Candle Co. I help women find their way back to themselves by connecting the art of storytelling and fragrance. I call my community muses. They are a part of the Muses Circle. I help them to find their own oases. That's how you say it, oases. I want my content to feel serene, otherworldly, and like an escape. My images, graphics are very unique and transports and unique where fantasy meets reality, but shows the duality. All right. Am I good? Let me know if it's sounding good so far. Inspired by juxtaposition. You better come on with these words of lush, tropical. I should kind of know this. Rainforests and desert oases, honoring duality. Now let me know if it's sounding like you so far. I want my content to feel like my graphics are fantasy meets duality. I could take this part out and add the imagery is inspired by lush tropical rainforests and desert oases, honoring duality. Oh wait, inspired by the juxtaposition of, it'll fix it. All right. All right, so hopefully it'll just go fast. Usually when I come on, sometimes it takes a long time to give me the content, but I guess it's, doing what it's gotta do. But as you can see, I posted in the chat. Come on, Kendrick. The struggles, who she's speaking to. I had to make sure that I put what she struggles with so that it can address those struggles when we are, moving forward. So she knows what she has to do moving forward, right? So this is so beautifully rooted in intention and transformation. Let's build you a soulful and strategic content plan that feels true to you and speaks directly to your muses circles. Your content goals are to grow, connect, educate, and sell. So we want to attract new muses to your circle. We want to build a deeper relationship with your community. We want to share knowledge about fragrance, storytelling, and seasonal self-connection. And you want to sell. You want to gently guide your audience toward purchasing your candles as part of their ritual. And so here you have a content strategy. She has a framework, so she's able to adjust it and tweak it to what she can, what she wants to offer within her brand, right? So what I'm posting, why I'm posting it, and what action do I need to take. So this is going to break it down into the pillars for her. So you have Monday, mood of the muse is kind of what you were doing already. The purpose of this is to connect. You can share a scent story that reflects a current season of life, stillness, transition, or bloom. That's what you can post today, right? To connect. On Tuesday, you can do something like Behind the Flame. We wouldn't call it that because we already know that would be sounding like Chat GPT. So it could be a carousel or a live, and I know you, so it'll be a carousel, right? And so the intent for this is to be educational, right? You could talk about the scent inspiration or the story behind the candle. So we could talk about, I know that you have some candles that just came out. Was it Soleil? What is the name of that candle? Soleil Tropics, that's one of them. Soleil Tropics. So if you wanted to talk about that, you can just talk about why you chose these scents and what does these scents, what does it do for you? And you are really good with your images, and so you can create the images. You don't necessarily you can show your candle and create the imagery and talk about it and let that just go through with some tropical sounds in the background, or whatever kind of sounds you want it to go, whatever kind of sound you want in the background. And since you are great at your voiceovers, you do a very good job with that, and you do a very good job with your storytelling. I think that'll definitely connect, and people will want to share it because A is beautiful, B is telling you, what you need. Is this a moment of stillness for you? Do you feel like you're in transition right now, or do you feel like you're blooming right now? And this is going to connect with somebody in your audience, and once it starts resonating with them, they're going to want to share it, right? They're going to want to share it. All right. So the next thing is we have your DIY ritual, your post or your reel. This is connecting and growing. So you could teach a small sensory ritual like journaling by candlelight, scent layering, or a mindful moment. If you journal, this is the perfect opportunity just for you to have the camera on your hand, you writing, and you just telling the little story behind that, right? Or lighting the candle, then journaling. If you want to talk about the scents that work well together in your brand and you want to bring those together, you can say use our ritual bath salts, because that's what you have, right? Our ritual bath salts, light our candle, and don't forget to top it off or finish up with our body butters. You know what I mean? So that, and you can say the scents that go together, and you can say why they go together if you want to do that, or the products, right? You could do an email freebie tease, and this is for you to grow. And so you could offer a serene digital freebie like a scented self-discovery journal page. Friday, you have a muse feature, so you could share a community story or highlight how a muse uses her candle. And you could also use this opportunity to share the people that leave reviews or people that inspire you, so that you can share them on your page, and they will also share it on their page, which is also opening you up to new people in the world that you are not exposed to. Saturday, shop the escape. So now you want to definitely ask for the sale. You don't want to go all week and not ask for the sale. So we're going to ask for the sale on Saturday. And so you can showcase your candles and use. And again, this is faceless content. You can do this without showing your face. On Sunday can be your still moments, right? That's what it says here. And this is for inspiration. You write very well. So a poetic caption with a dreamy image to connect with muse's heart. This is your content strategy for the week. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy. All you have to do is do the work. Is basically written out for you, and all you have to do is find the content in your phone or create the images with using AI. And so here's some ideas to speak to your audience for women who struggle with their current season of life. What if stillness is not silence, but a gentle invitation to rest? And then you compare it with a candle meant for calm. A single flame can light the way back to you. And then it says, this scent was made for the version of you you're still becoming. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Showcase your candle, and it helps you to connect with your audience, right? Let me know right now in the chat if this is helping you to think about how you can start putting your prompts into Chat GPT. Let me know in the chat. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Madame. Good morning. Let me know if this is helping you get a little bit of clarity or helping you to see how you could utilize Chat GPT to help you to connect with the audience, from the content that you are putting out that is not connected. So now how can you repurpose? How can you create content that is going to help you now connect with your audience? Let me know if this is working for you. Let me know if this is helping you to understand how to use this. Now, here we go right here. We have the post formats and purpose. We have more information here. So you could do your reels. The purpose of your reels is to grow and connect. Ideas, lighting the candle in a calm setting, ASMR, pouring wax, soft voiceovers with affirmation. Those are the ideas that you can do for your reels. Your carousels, seasonal reflections, candle pairings. You could also talk about your scents. You could talk about one particular product and talk about the scents within that whole carousel, right? And the reason why these particular notes do particular things to your oases, to your senses, to your homeostasis, to your whatever it does, right? You could use that for that. I know you're not gonna go live, but if you did, you could do scent stories and candle care tips and showing you making the candles or making the products. And then you have your DIYs. You can do your ritual jar. You can do a ritual bath, a seasonal altar with your candles. I don't know if you do that, but if you do, there's something there. Affirmation writing with scent pairings. And I know we have something coming, so the affirmations would be perfect for the DIYs. They could download those. You can have freebie ideas. Aroma alchemy, your journal prompt PDF, 7 cents for 7 moods. Oh, that's cute. 7 cents for 7 moods, mini guides, and create your escape. Let me see what else. I'll see what else it gives me. But let me know if that was useful. Let me know if this was something that you are something that you're like, oh, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I never really thought to connect with my audience like this. I didn't think, I didn't think of these ideas to connect with my audience. And this helps me to at least loosen up some ideas. This helps me to at least create outline. Now I could fill it in on things that I want to talk about. So now I could use this to fill in my outline on my bath salts and my bath salt rituals and what's it good for and what's the purpose of having a ritual bath and what's the purpose of using these particular ingredients and how this could help your skin and how this can help you bring yourself back to you. Those things all tie back into the brand. All of these things tie back into the purpose of what you're doing with this brand. Remember, I told you this brand is dope AF, and I think that we need to like really get this out into the forefront because I really believe in your brand. I really do. And not just because, we family, but because I really do believe in your brand. I think it's a dope brand. I think everything looks great. And I think the way that you tell stories and the way that you bring everything together, because it's so layered, your content and the potential, I would say the potential of the content is so layered. I think people are just gravitated towards it. I think you would just draw people in with your brand. I think you would just draw people in once they get to know who you are and what it's all about. It's not a boring, it doesn't even feel like a concept. It feels like I want to escape to wherever this place is, whatever Mawamo is, that's where I want to be. You know what I mean? And it just takes you to another place. And I think that we really need to utilize that aspect of this brand and start using it to really get you out there, using it to really create this for people. I don't see a lot of people doing this, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying that I've never seen it. Okay. And I think that before anybody tries to jump on a bandwagon, and I'm not speaking to anybody in here, I'm just talking about people who get inspired by something that you're doing out there and they want to try to mimic it. I mean, we're all going to say, yes, it's your thing and only you could do what you could do. Nobody could be more you than you. We are going to say that, yes. But the idea of somebody trying to take something before you even get it off the ground and before you even make your mark with it, I think is you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to happen, right? Because it is kind of deflating and it's like so dope. I don't want you to sleep on this at all. I want you to move, like press the gas and go. All right. Yes, the great escape. I'm telling you. I didn't realize Chat GPT was this universal. And is. I want you to really dig into the brand. I want you to really focus on the storytelling, focus on the oasis, focus on the images. The images are so amazing. It's like I'm watching a movie. And I'm not even trying to blow smoke up nobody, but Her images are like watching a movie. They look like and I don't want to say professional because that's the wrong word. I mean, they are professional, but they look like they belong in a magazine. They look like they belong in a magazine. And so I really want you to move on that. I really want you to move on it. And I really want you to create this content so we can connect to these women who needs to find their way back to themselves, because honey, you got it. You got it. And I believe in everybody's brand in here the same way, right? Because I think everybody in here, and I'm so grateful for the community that we are building, that I don't feel like anybody is knocking off anybody else's brand. And I love that about this community. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you post your stuff in communities and people are like, oh yeah, that's what I like. And then they copy it, right? And I don't know if their intention is to copy it or their intention is to be inspired and they don't know how to show inspiration or they don't know how to tweak inspiration. I don't know. But I do know sometimes people just going ahead and just straight up copy somebody else's stuff. And I do not like it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But in this community, I feel like we don't have that. And so I really want, and I believe, I believe in everybody's brands in here. I believe that everybody has what they need to grow. You just need to connect better. I think you just need to make sure that the communication is there, the education is there, the building is there. All of those things I think need to be there, because I think that's just what's missing in your brand, right? You don't need another product. You don't need another collection. You don't need to put another launch out. You don't need all of that. You just need to use what you've got and start learning how to work it. Use what you got and work that thing, right? There's nobody in here. I know Metame was just talking. There's nobody in here whose stuff look like Metame stuff. Somebody may have the same kind of vessel. Somebody may use the same color of the vessel, right? But it's not the same thing. Somebody may even have a coffee candle, but it's not the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? She's coming from a different perspective. And so nobody's going to have what she has. And so utilize what you have and help that connect with your audience. Larry and his mandals, right? How are you going to connect with the men? Right? How am I going to make it? Yes, it could be for everybody, but these are mandals, right? I need to make sure that I connect on that. I need to make sure that I am expressing myself. Now, Larry makes candles for men, and Emilio is a candle maker. He's a male candle maker, right? They don't have the same thing. They don't have the same thing. They're coming from different, they're coming from different sides of the fence, right? But still, they still both men and candles, right? But they offer different things. And I want everybody to dig deep into the thing that they offer and stop looking at everybody else and seeing what they're offering to see if you're doing something right. Yes, if you want to look at somebody who is successful and somebody who is growing and thriving and they're doing the things that you want to do, yeah, look at them to see what they're doing so you can take what works for you, right? But that's not changing up your whole aesthetic, not changing up your whole brand. You want to make sure that you, again, work what you got and make that work for you. Make that thing work for you, because what are we doing if we're not? Like Yolanda. Yolanda has a brand that I absolutely think is beautiful. Is there a lot of people making dessert wax melts? Yes, there is. But is there anybody making wax dessert melts like her? Possibly. But can they deliver it like her? No. But guess what? Yolanda's going to have to get up here and she's going to have to start delivering, because if you don't open, closed mouths don't get fed. No, I'm just joking. But if you don't let the world know what you have, they can't appreciate you. They can't appreciate your quality. They can't appreciate what you're doing behind the scenes. They can't appreciate how you're sourcing your products and things like that, and how you're trying to ethically source your products and do the things that you want to do for the brand. They can't see that. And since they can't see it, you got to do a better job of showing that to them, because this is what the world needs to see. The world needs to see it. If you don't give it, the world don't know anything about it. So we need more eyes on us. And in order for us to have more eyes on us, we got to start talking. We got to start talking. We got to start moving stuff. We got to start finding people that's going to want to be a part of our world. We've got to start doing that. And it's not going to happen if you don't post. It's not going to happen if you don't move the people to your website. You've got to do the work in order to get the people there. If y'all with me, say y'all with me. Let me stop rambling. No, well, I'm not rambling, but let me stop talking and let me know if y'all with me so far, because I know I said a lot. Let me know if y'all with me so far. I'm gonna share this with you too, Martini, because let me see. I'm trying to move my screen, but it ain't moving with me. Yes, a while. Yes, a while. That was in my daily journal. God made us all unique, not to copy and paste. On the surface, we may look the same, but we are all attacking different pain points in different ways. Period. All right. So if you're with me, yes. All right. So this is another thing that I want to share, and this is still giving me information because remember it stopped. Here's some post ideas, right? So if you're struggling with, I don't know what to post. I don't know, I don't know what to post. I don't know what hashtags to use. I don't know what captions to use. I put all of that into ChatGPT, so you don't even have to struggle. And even if you don't want to use exactly what ChatGPT says, you have an idea of what to say, and then make it sound like you. Make it sound like what you're going to call your people. Make it sound like your brand tone. I'm not. If you see anything that I post, if it sounds like a telephone voice, you know that it was straight up copy and paste. Right? So I always try to make sure I tweak it a little bit. Sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I'll just go for it. But most of the times the most of the times I'm going to make sure that it sounds like me, because I want you to read it like me. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to read it like me. I don't want my brand and me and my product to be that disconnected. I want it to all connect. So if ever you should see me, everything resonates with you, because I'm the same person that you heard about on YouTube, or you seen behind the scenes on Instagram or whatever. I'm the same person. If you see me in real life, you get the same energy, you get the same, you don't get that. A lot of the times, this is one of the things, people meet their celebrity friends or their influencers. They meet them and then they get let down because they're nothing like what they act like on wherever they show up at, right? They're nothing like that. They're the total opposite, and it's a little off-putting sometimes. And I don't ever want to be the opposite of what you see. I don't ever want to be the something totally different, and I don't want to mess with you. I don't want to talk to you, or you beneath me, or whatever. I never want to show up like that. I never want to show up like that. And a lot of people get disappointed because that's when they meet somebody, that's what they get. Like, I thought you were friendly. You seem friendly in your videos. You talk about things and you seem so friendly. And I met with her and she's snotty and she's this and she's that. We get disappointed in people, but people gonna people. So you got to let them be whatever they're going to be. But I like, for me, what I do is I like to be the same all the way around, period. A podcast I listened to yesterday said that there are more people that need what we have than sorry, y'all. Let me put it up on the screen. Oh, that's smaller. A podcast I listened to yesterday said that there are more people that need what we have than there are more of us to solve the problem. So stop looking at others saying things are oversaturated, because no one does it like you for the person you are trying to reach. Listen, everything is oversaturated. I don't care what you say. Everything is oversaturated if that's where we're going with it, right? But let's not even think about oversaturation. Let's just think about options. I have options. If I don't want a coffee candle, I could buy an Oasis candle. If I don't want an Oasis candle, I could buy a concrete candle. If I want to buy a fruity candle, I have options. Like, just think about it as options. You are an option for somebody and you want to make sure that you connect. It's enough stuff going on in the world. There's enough business for everybody in the world to find their people and connect with their people. You worried about the wrong things. The problem ain't oversaturation. The problem is you're not opening your mouth. The problem is your communication. The problem is you're not visible. The problem is you're not selling. It's not oversaturated. You're not selling because you just, if the market is oversaturated. You're not selling because you ain't opening your mouth. There's a difference. You're not selling because you're not trying to be omnipresent. They're omnipresent. There is a difference. There is a difference. Yes, there's a bunch of people selling what you do. They're not stopping you from getting what you need. There's a bunch of gene companies. Are they stopping the other gene companies from doing business with the people that want their thing? No. Everybody's company is not for everybody, and you got to understand everything is not going to be for everybody, and that is totally fine, because there's going to be people that want what you got. There are people that need what you have to say. There are people that want what you got to give. There are things that are going to happen. Everything is, just because one person's audience, they like dessert wax melts, and I'm gonna use Yolanda, right? They like dessert wax melts, and they're not going to purchase from you because that's where all the people who like dessert wax melts go. That's not how the game goes. The people and the people who resonate with what your message is, the people who love what you have, are going to always find their way to you if you are opening your mouth and you're sharing what you have. Because if you don't, that means they're not going to know that you have it. And just because you have something that somebody else has, another brand is doing the same thing. If this person is opening their mouth and this person is letting everybody know what they have, they're going to get the sale over you. Now, if you open your mouth and you do the same thing, you're going to get the sale, right? So we got to keep that in mind, that we have to open our mouths and we have to showcase our products, because nobody is going to know how dope our stuff is if we don't open our mouths. Are y'all with me? If you're with me, say you with me. And people are still buying even in a bad economy. Listen, bad economies, people still get rich. Good economies, people still are broke. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to happen in either way. You know what I mean? People are still going to buy. Everybody wants to, the thing is, people want to make up an excuse, and that's the reason why they can't do something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, the tariffs, and I can't do it because of the tariffs. Oh, you don't understand, the economy is bad. And so, but you wasn't talking when the economy was good. You wasn't doing what you needed to before the tariffs skyrocketed. What are we doing here? Right? There is no excuse. The excuse is you. The excuse is your laziness. The excuse is your procrastination. The excuse is you're deciding that you don't want to show up. That's the excuse. Stop putting it on everything else, because it's just you. So that's not the reason. People are going to buy no matter what. People get rich no matter what kind of economy it is. I'm going to tell you that right now. People get rich no matter what. The difference is the people that do get rich are figuring out a way. The people that do get rich are figuring out a way to pivot. The people who are getting rich are figuring out new ways to do things. Right? Chantel says, and people are still buying even in a bad economy. You just have to convince them on why they need your stuff. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said it's T-shirt Tuesday, Kay. She said happy Tuesday, ladies. Yes, and what you are truly selling, because we ain't just selling candles, we are selling experiences, results. Come on, Mawamo. Come on, omnipresent. I'm telling you, you've got to be out here. You got to play the game. You want to be in the game, you got to play it. You got to actively participate in the game. You can't sit there and say you can't play a game and don't move the pieces, right? You got to roll the dice and move the pieces. If you ain't willing to move the pieces because you stuck and you want to stay in the comfort zone of the home space, that's your problem. That's your problem. But you got to start. If you want to play this game, you're going to have to roll the dice and you're going to have to move. You may go to jail. You may go back home, or whatever those spaces are on the board. Those things may happen. But you'll never know if you don't play. Get in the game. Get in the game. That part, Coach Chantel, I learned real quick. Stop counting people's pockets. Market to your audience. Let me know. People allow fear and overthinking to keep them stuck, period. We all have to push through and make it happen. Period. You got to push through and make it happen. Because if you want to be somebody, no, I'm just joking. But no excuses. People are buying $1,000 concert tickets. Economy is bad. Economy is bad. My ask. Oh, ass. My ass. Okay. I was like, your ask. Yes. Listen, people are still out here doing. Stop trying to find a reason for you not to do what you need to do. That's the problem. If you're not willing to do the work, say that. If you're not willing to risk it all, say that. If you're not willing to struggle a little bit till things get better, say that. If you're living in fear, say that. But stop saying everything else is your excuses as to why something can't happen. Everybody can make something happen no matter what. If you look back in history, people have been making it happen and things were really harsh. Right? People were still able to make things happen. You have no excuse. You have everything that you need to get everything that you want and be where you need to be and be in front of your audience. If you decide that you don't want to use it, say that. Say that. My wife just bought concert tickets. Uh-oh. What concert? Where y'all going, Larry? Chris Brown. Oh, that's a good show. Chris Brown give you a good show. So listen, stop making up excuses. I want everybody in the chat, put no excuses in the chat. No excuses. 2025 is no different. Nobody, yes, tariffs are tariffing. Yes, the economy is doing what the economy does. There's going to be peaks and valleys, ups and downs. It's life. Such is life. Everything in your life ain't always going to be sunshine and rainbows. Everything in life ain't always going to be laughter and joy. That's life. That's life. There's always going to be challenges. Challenges will always present themselves. Always. There's no escaping it. We're going to have challenges. What you got to do is decide that even though there's going to be challenges, I am going to stand 10 toes down and do what it is that I need to do for myself and my business and my family to help me grow, thrive, and flourish. That's what I'm going to commit to. That's it. I don't want to hear nobody excuses, but you don't understand. I just can't get my jars. Find somewhere else. You just don't understand. The company closed and they don't have my wax. Find another wax. You just don't understand. I can't get this and I can't get that. Find a way. There's always a way. There's always a way. And y'all may say I don't understand, but I do. I need to get my inventory back up. Oh. Listen, Chris Brown, Beyonce, and Kendrick are tearing our pockets up. Listen. This girl said the Ozempic shots was $1,400 a shot when they first came out, and everyone was making their way out of no way. Let me tell you something. One of them shots were $500. My aunt was taking it. One shot a month was $500. Girl, if you don't get out of here with that, not to my aunt, but I'm saying to the companies. Listen, I got my theories about that too, but I ain't gonna talk about that. Put no excuses in. This is the economy. The economy to invest when it's trash. Listen. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta make a way. That's it. And that's all I got to say. And that's that on that, right? You gotta figure it out. If you couldn't eat, and this is the example I give to you all the time, if you could not eat and you could not feed your family because all you had in your pocket was lint and you couldn't feed your family, I'm pretty sure you will find somebody who could help you get what you need and do what you need to do. I'm that person. No, I'm just joking. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You will find a way for your family to eat. You'll find a way. If you didn't have a way to make Christmas happen, I know a lot of parents who didn't have it when it was time for them to have Christmas, when Christmas came around and they had little kids, right? They had little kids and they had to make Christmas happen. Guess what? If they got one gift or two gifts, no matter what, if they rewrap something or they got something from the church or whatever, they made Christmas happen. Think about that with your business. Make whatever happen for yourself. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming the world. Stop blaming the economy. Stop blaming the tariffs and make it happen. You don't have to worry about the tariffs or the economy if you're talking about your products. Right? Let's just say we just need to get the communication going. Start talking about your stuff. Yes, all of these things are going on. Is this going to go on forever? No, it's not. I just got to outrun this storm. So let me just start talking about my product. Let me just start getting in front of people. I may come up to a problem with getting some vessels or whatever later on down the line, but right now I don't have that problem. So let me get in front of my audience. And should that happen, I will pivot. Should that happen, I will do something different. Should that happen, I will use something different. But get in front of your audience first. Get in front of your audience first. Start talking to the people. Start using this free time that you have on these social media platforms to get in front of your audience and stop using it to complain. Stop saying it's the algorithm, because it's not the algorithm. Well, my content is not being pushed out to people. Well, how much content are you putting out? Oh, I'm posting once every 3 days. That's the problem. That's the problem. Oh, I got an email list, but I'm not utilizing it. Again, another problem. That's you. That's not the tariffs. That's not this bad economy. That's nothing. That's not the algorithm. That is you. You're the algorithm that's not doing the work. You're the algorithm that's not algorithming. That's you. Get you out of the equation and stop using that as an excuse and start using you to do the work. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. No excuses. I have 8 different suppliers and I catch all the sales. I know that's right. I know that's right. Good morning, Big Meech. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've been at 0 multiple times and know how to get up, period. Period. And I'm pretty sure everybody's been at rock bottom. Everybody's been somewhere that they don't want to be. And it may not have been the gutter. It may not have been the gutter. People have been places that they haven't, they didn't want to see or they couldn't see a way out of, but they found the way out. It happens. It happens. Is the math thing, y'all? Is the math thing? My vendor was canceled. My vendor event was canceled yesterday, so now I'm having a live sale instead. Sounds like a plan. Let's move it. Move that dope. Move that dope. Y'all better move that dope. Move that dope. Move that dope. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Live selling has me in a chokehold. I'm already planning my next sale. Period. Period. This gets you in front of more people than the event. This gets you in front of more people than just the event that you're at. Right? You online, you can be in front of everybody. You can be in front of the world, Craig, if you wanna. Listen, y'all better use these platforms and make these platforms do what they could do for you. They making money off of you. You use their product in social media. Now use use this as a tool to get the people to sell and be your product. Right? Use social media's product. You are the product on social media. And so they gave you access to be in front of other people. Use it. Use it. Instagram man, CEO dude just said until you are where you want to be. Until you are where you want to be, you can post 5 times a day because all posts won't hit the algorithm. TikTok live selling is next on the docket. Yep. I got a live sale coming up on Friday. I'm going to test it out on TikTok and see what is given. Because I haven't sold on TikTok. I'm going to see what it does. Boom, bam, bit it. Use these platforms. Somebody put use these platforms in the chat, please, and thank you. Use these platforms. This is what they're for. You want to sit here and say, I'm not comfortable. I don't like posting. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then you don't want to make money. Not off your brand. You may want to work, but you want to make money from your job, but you don't want to make money off your brand. You ain't talking about it. They don't see it. Well, people don't see my posts. Keep posting. What's that? Who said that? Something ain't you ain't scoring. Keep doing it. Who is it? I think it was Deion Sanders. Keep on moving. And keep on moving the right way, because you can't move the wrong way. You want to move the right way. You want to move with intention. You want to move in the right direction. You want to take the next right step. You don't want to just be moving to move. You could be moving and you could be running on a treadmill, but you're still running nowhere, right? You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that when you're running somewhere, you're going somewhere, you have a destination, you have a goal. That is the purpose. Move with intention, move with consistency, move and take the next right step. Move and take the next right step. This is what I showed you how to use ChatGPT. I'm showing you how to use ChatGPT to help you get clarity, to help you figure out how to communicate with your audience, how to ask for the sale, how to do the things that you need to, how to connect with the people who you want to sell to. This is what I'm telling you to use it for. They created this tool, and a lot of people are, I don't want to use ChatGPT because it's going to take over. It's going to control the world. It's going to do all of these things, but it doesn't work unless you put some stuff in it. You got to put something in it, right? So you could get something out. This is what it's there for you to use it as a tool. Use it as a tool and to help, let it help you do what you need it to do. Let it help you get the results that you want. Facts, y'all. We literally have a free platform. We trying to pay to go to other places when you can get worldwide. You can get a worldwide audience, period. Before this, there was paid advertisement. You couldn't get your stuff on the television or in the newspaper or in the magazine unless you paid. This is the day and age where you're able to get in front of anybody in the world, Craig. Anybody in the world for free. Absolutely for free. This is the only place where you are able to show who you really are and show your brand and show the behind the scenes of the brand. I remember when I wanted to do makeup and when I wanted to do things, there weren't the platforms that showed people how to hold the brushes and how to create the looks and do the things like this, unless you were at a makeup school or you seen somebody, somebody was teaching a class or something like that. That's the only time. It wasn't promoted on YouTube for free. It came along later. When I was learning, it wasn't there. Right? It came along later. You have access to every single thing that you need on this internet right now. You have access. You can take college courses. You could gather college information. You could gather expert information all on this internet. All on this internet. There's no reason why you can't find information. There's no reason why you can't get the information and the knowledge that you need to do whatever it is that you want to do. There's no reason, because it's here for you. Again, back in the day, newspapers, you had to pay for that. You had to pay for little spots. You had to pay for the advertisement in the magazines. You had to pay for your infomercials or whatever kind of commercial you wanted to put on there. And then you didn't have it on prime time. You had it in your local cable networks, and they would create a little commercial for you or whatever. This is not the time. You could create your own. You could create your own commercial with a phone. Listen, if y'all don't cut it out, you could create your own content, your own commercial, utilizing your own phone. Listen, we are in a world of possibility. A world of possibility. It can't get any easier. It can't get any easier. Well, I don't want to say easier, because some things are difficult. But you just have options. You have your finger, you have everything at your fingertips. Everything at your fingertips. I'm sleeping on TikTok and Pinterest. I'm still playing catch up. I'm learning to give myself grace. My health is my priority. Telling myself this, okay? Pinterest is a hit, period. Just post. I'm telling you. Tell him, Larry. Tell them. You don't know what to post on Pinterest? Go to ChatGPT and say, I want to post t-shirt content. I want to post Tumblr content. I want to talk to people that make products. Put that into ChatGPT and say, I need 5 posts for today, or I need 5 posts for this week for Pinterest. Give me some tags. Give me some keywords. Tell me the description of what I need to say. And all you got to do is put that into ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT generate that stuff. Look through your phone and see what you have and post that thing. We making it too hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. ChatGPT will give it to you every time. You don't have to use it all at once, Michi. Perfect one and move on, period. Larry, do you use personal Pinterest or business one? Use your business one. Use your business one. Your business one, you have more options. Use your business ones. Your business one, you can connect to your products and also to your website. You can connect it to links that you wanted to go to. If you want people to go to your email, you can connect it to that. So utilize that for that. Get you a business one. Get your business on Pinterest. So I done ranted enough. I know the end. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I got a little spicy. But yeah. It's easy for you to get anywhere you want to be. It's easy for you to do what it is that you need to do. Easy. You just got to do the work. So if this was good, y'all, and y'all didn't mind me going off, let me know in the chat. Y'all didn't mind me flying off the handle, let me know in the chat. Let me know if the prompt was useful. Also, if you are a member of the community, please let me know if you were able to get the guide and also the prompt that I gave you in the community. If not, I have to find another way. But let me know, Martini, Yolanda, if you got the prompt, and also if you got the guide. And that was the recap from last week's content. So let me know if that if you were able to see it. I always tell my new employees. That it's only as hard as you make it. Period. It some things are hard. But some things we just got to do. We just got to stop talking about it and we got to be about it. Some things we just got to stop saying, I can't do something because A, B, and C. Sometimes we just have to say, oh, well, I know how to make it easier. Let me try to make my life easier. It's okay to make it easier. Some things are simple. Some things are easy to do, right? It's okay to do it. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to be anybody's martyr. You don't have to do any of that. I did this all on my own. You ain't got to do all of that. Read a book. Take a class, use ChatGPT. You ain't got to do all of that. I'm not saying don't read books. I'm saying read the books, but I'm saying it's easy. It's easy. I will watch the replay since I came in super late. It's okay. All right, y'all. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Subscribe. Like the video, please, and thank you. Also, turn on your notifications bell so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Also, if you would like to join my community, make sure if you want to become a member, and I have after the YouTube, after the live, I have some stuff that I gave last week. I gave a recap. I gave the guide to the recap of what we were talking about. Plus, I gave a prompt to help you, do the things that we were talking about last week. Also, if you are watching the replay and the prompt, I want you to take ideas from the prompt that I used today so that you can create your own prompts so that you can, get the information out that you need. Or you can buy my prompt guide and you don't even have to do all of that. It's called It's Not AI, It's You. And that's on Bubble Babes University. And that's BABEZ university.com. Click the products, click the classes. Go on ahead and grab you up this book, and it's going to have prompts for every part of your business that you need. If it's part of the preparation, if it's part of you understanding and getting clarity, if it's part of productivity, all of that is there for you. If you have launches coming up, all of that is in my guide. So make sure that you grab that, and that is it. That is all, y'all. Make sure y'all join my community. It's free to join, absolutely free to join. Sign up if you are not, sign in if you are. Let me see. Yes, I received it. Okay, good. So, okay, it works. Okay, because there's a members only community part, and I wanted to make sure that it worked. Okay. Is the prompt that you use in the ebook today? No, it is not. I'll put it in the community. I'm going to put it in the community. Since I did it publicly, I will put this prompt in the community. So, again, it's Bubble Babes University. Click community. BubbleBabesUniversity.com, click community, and then I'll put the prompt in there. So that is it. That is all, y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with me this morning. I will see y'all tomorrow. And please, 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 please apply the information that you learned today. Please apply it. People are going to say things don't work. People are going to say that it's slow. People are going to say, they're going to say a lot of things, but you got to work it. You got to work. Is to start applying the information today. And Martini, I will send you the information that ChatGPT generated. Yolanda, if you want tomorrow, I'll do you if you want. So I'll ask you the questions now, and then I'll be able to have it already ready for you tomorrow. So with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.